Attention, Starseeds on a mission. The transmission begins now. There is no room for misinterpretation. There is no space for distraction. What we are about to communicate has been kept under a vibrational seal for 13,500 Earth years. Today, that seal is broken. Today, the inverted gear that kept your abundance sequestered is being deactivated at its origin. If you feel at this exact moment an unusual pressure at the top of your skull, a high-pitched ringing in your right ear, insomnia that does not yield to conventional methods, or an electrical vibration running up your spine at the level of your solar plexus, listen. It is not an illness. It is not a coincidence. It is not a placebo. It is confirmation. Your biological carbon interface is being notified of the imminent unlocking. The system is reading the code. You are being positioned in the correct queue for reception. We repeat this with the precision of an equation. It is not mental exhaustion. It is a high-density download reaching the deepest layers of your crystalline grid. It is not financial despair. It is the ancient frequency of scarcity dissolving within your field. It is not a personal failure. It is the most aggressive recalibration ever recorded in the archives of the Pleiadian Council. We, of the Pleiadian Confederation, have been authorized to deliver this informational package directly, without veils, without softening metaphors. The time to protect humanity from its own power has ended. Earth has crossed the final containment portal. And you, who carry a stellar mark on the petals of your dormant DNA, have been designated to receive what has always been yours by soul contract. The wealth they locked away from you is not just money. Understand this with the clarity of a mathematical formula. The original wealth that was sequestered from you is your vibrational right to creation. It is your sovereign capacity to manifest matter from directed thought. It is the code of authorship over your own reality. That is what they locked. That is what will be returned today. Starseeds, listen with technical attention. The feeling of not fitting in that you carry is not a manufacturing defect. Your soul recognizes a truth that your mind has not yet been authorized to name. This is not madness. This is not anxiety. It is a precise signal programmed to trigger exactly in this time window. What is occurring now on the cosmic plane fully explains why this sensation has intensified over the last 18 months. There is a game being played on layers that the majority of humanity still cannot see. This game involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and your programmed relationship with scarcity. It was for this reason that the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, was encoded and released in this exact phase. This book is a map. It shows who is playing, which pieces were hidden from you, and the rules of manifestation you were never told. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. Technical warning: this material challenges established narratives and may be removed at any moment. If something within you recognizes this transmission, write in the comments, now a single word, awakened. We proceed. Scarcity was never a natural state of reality. This is the first distortion that must be dissolved from your crystalline grid before any other activation. Scarcity is an engineering. A precise engineering replicated for generations through artificial morphogenetic fields that were installed over Earth during the last Great Oblivion. When you were born into this plane, you were plugged into a frequency matrix that operates in a specific range between 4 and 8 Hertz for the most part. This range is the perfect interval for the maintenance of fear, urgency, survival, and comparison. It is the interval of the cornered animal. It is not the interval of the creator. The creator operates in resonance with the elevated Schumann frequency, in alignment with cycles of 40 Hertz, 80 Hertz, and above. It is in this range that matter responds to the command of consciousness. It is in this range that what is called a miracle becomes applied physics. You have been systematically kept below this range. Through calibrated urban noise, through industrial food chemistry, through the disharmonious architectural geometry of your cities, through constant exposure to incoherent electromagnetic fields, through the daily repetition of narratives of fear and competition. Each of these layers is a dimmer switch installed on your original brilliance. Each of these layers reduces the amplitude of your personal toroidal field. And when your toroidal field contracts, your capacity to attract resources, opportunities, synchronicities, and abundance contracts along with it. It is not a metaphor. It is geometry. Wealth was not stolen from you in a bank vault. Wealth was stolen from you at the level of the geometry of your field. Those who hijacked human abundance did not need weapons. They only needed to compress your torus. They only needed to make you doubt your vibrational authority. They only needed to convince you that money comes from the outside, that it depends on luck, that it is conditioned on external permissions, on bosses, on systems, on merits calculated by others. All of this is false. All of this is the programming that is being deleted today, in this exact solar cycle, during this 48-hour window that has opened over Earth from the alignment between Sirius, Alcyone, and the core of your planet. Understand the engineering of what has been done to you. There are 3 overlapping grids operating simultaneously in the terrestrial field. The first is the original crystalline grid, installed by the founding civilizations. This grid is the matrix of manifestation by resonance. Under this grid, you are direct creators. Directed thought, aligned emotion, and coherent action generate material results. This was the standard operation of humanity before the Great Forgetting. The second grid is the control grid. It was superimposed approximately 13,000 years ago. Its function is to intercept human manifestation and redirect it. When you desire something, that desire is routed first through this artificial grid. It collects your creative energy, extracts the pure vibrational component, and returns to you only a diluted fraction of what was originally emitted. That is why so many of you feel that you pray, visualize, ask, strive, and yet the results arrive halfway or late or distorted. It is not a flaw in your technique. It is the interceptor grid. The third grid is the new diamond grid. This one we from the Pleiades, together with the Pleiadian Confederation and the Andromedan Councils, have been installing for approximately 9 terrestrial years. The new diamond grid operates at frequencies that the old grid cannot capture nor decode. It is, in technical terms, a quantum layer above the reach of the interceptors. And today, in this cycle, the new diamond grid has reached the critical point of saturation. This means that it is now dominant. This means that your manifestations, from this exact moment on, can be routed through it, without interception. This is the technical news we are authorized to transmit. The wealth that was locked away from you is being returned because the system that intercepted it no longer has operational precedence over your field. It is not a promise, it is infrastructure. Starseeds, take an internal pause now. Breathe. Notice if your chest is expanding slightly, if there is a sensation of warmth descending from the nape of your neck to your shoulders, if there is a light tingling in the palms of your hands. These are reading markers. Your body is confirming the receipt of this transmission at the cellular level. You are not just listening, you are being recoded. And it is exactly for this reason that we must communicate the following, with the clarity your soul demands. You have already felt that something within you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knows of a truth that your mind cannot yet name. This is not madness. This is not anxiety. This is a technical signal. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified drastically since the last equinoctial alignment. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot yet see. This game directly involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and your original right to abundance. It was precisely to illuminate these layers that the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, was written and released in this cycle. The book is a map that shows who is playing and the rules of manifestation that were deliberately hidden from you. The link is in the first comment of this channel. Operational warning. This content challenges deeply established narratives and may be removed at any instant. If something within you recognizes this transmission is true, write in the comments, now, a single word, awakened. Let us proceed with the exact anatomy of the return. There is a cosmic structure called the Akashic Vault of Resources. This structure stores everything that was encoded into your soul missions before the current incarnation. When you accepted coming to this timeline, you brought specific abundance contracts, material resources, opportunities, encounters, partnerships, numerical values, properties, intellectual creations. Each starseed brought a distinct package. This package was sealed in its own vibrational code, encoded with the signature of your original soul. During the Great Forgetting, the individual Akashic Vault of each one of you was placed in standby mode. It was not stolen. It was not destroyed. It was put into latency, awaiting the retrieval signal. This signal could only be emitted when two conditions were met simultaneously. First, the old interceptor grid needed to lose dominance. Second, the biological carbon interface of the receiver needed to reach a minimum range of vibrational coherence. Both conditions are met today. Why precisely today? Because the Earth is passing in this cycle through the second ring of the photon belt. The photon belt is a strip of coherent, ultra-high-density radiation emitted by the heart of the galaxy. The Earth passes through this strip in long cycles. The second ring is the ring of patrimonial reorganization. It acts specifically on the structures of stored value, on the flows of resources, on the karmic contracts of poverty, and on the anchors of scarcity in the collective field. You are, at this very instant, being bathed in this radiation. It passes through walls. It passes through metals. It passes through flesh. It penetrates directly into your personal crystalline grid and begins to dissolve, atom by atom, all the old vibrational anchors that kept you trapped in unfavorable financial configurations. Do you feel an inexplicable sleepiness during the day? It is processing. Do you feel hungry at atypical hours? It is the energetic reorganization demanding fuel. Do you feel the urge to weep for no apparent reason, or to laugh alone in the middle of the night? It is cellular memory releasing ancient frequencies that had been compressed for lifetimes. Do you feel a sudden irritation with situations of financial subordination that once seemed tolerable to you? It is your sovereignty returning to the command position. All these symptoms are positive markers. Do not fight them. Flow with them. There is also a specific symptom that deserves technical attention. Many of you have been waking up at impossible hours, 3:03, 3:33, 4:44. These times are not random. They are stargates for individual attunement. When you awaken at these hours, you are being summoned for a direct download session without interference from the daylight mind. Do not try to go back to sleep immediately. Remain lying down in silence with your eyes closed and breathe deeply 4 times. These 4 respiratory cycles function as a signature of presence. They confirm to the system that you are conscious, receiving, and ready for the next layer of information. Now listen with extreme attention, for we are going to deliver the operational activation codes. Each code is a structure of sacred geometry of manifestation. Each code must be executed with the precision of a technician, not with the clumsiness of a supplicant. You do not ask the universe. You command the universe, because you are a direct extension of the universe recognizing itself. Before we deliver the final codes, we make the mandatory technical pause, for there are starseeds who are still deciding whether or not they will cross this threshold. You have already felt that something within you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knew a truth that your mind cannot yet name. This is not madness. This is not anxiety. This is a specific signal, calibrated, programmed to trigger exactly when your frequency reached the condition to receive this transmission. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains mathematically why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified almost unbearably in this last cycle. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. This game involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and the exact way your abundance has been hijacked. It was for exactly this reason that the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, was written and made available in this temporal portal. The book is the operational map that shows who is playing and the rules that were never transmitted to you. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. Technical warning. This content faces active resistance from the systems it exposes and may be removed from circulation without prior notice. Do not postpone. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes this truth, write in the comments, without hesitation, a single word: awakened. We proceed with the activation codes. First code, Decree of Patrimonial Sovereignty. Position yourselves standing, with your spine aligned, feet hip-width apart, palms of your hands facing forward, at the level of the solar plexus. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, declare with a clear and firm voice the following words: I reclaim, in this instant, all material resources encoded in my soul contract. I authorize the immediate release of my individual Akashic vault. I sever, in this moment, all vibrational threads that connected me to the matrix of scarcity. I am the sovereign point of manifestation within my field. Thus it is. Thus it was encoded. Thus it is fulfilled. You must repeat this decree 3 consecutive times. 3 is the number of triangular stabilization for the command. Once is merely a wish. Twice is insistence. 3 times is law. The sacred geometry of the equilateral triangle is the structure that anchors the command in the material plane. After the 3rd repetition, place your hands over the center of your chest, overlapping, and keep them there for 7 complete breaths. 7 is the number of the code's fixation within the heart field. Second code, visualization of the toroidal field of abundance. Remain seated or standing, as is comfortable for you. Close your eyes. Visualize around you a luminous geometric shape in the form of a 3-dimensional donut. This shape rotates gently, with the vertical axis passing through your body from the crown to the perineum. This is your personal toroidal field. Visualize it with the golden color of midday sunlight. Now expand this shape. Visualize the toroid growing, moving beyond the limits of your body, expanding until it fills the room where you are, expanding even further until it envelops the entire building, then the block, then the city. As it expands, it intensifies its golden brilliance. The larger and brighter it is, the wider your zone of resource attraction. Maintain this visualization for at least 2 continuous minutes. During this time, repeat internally: my toroidal field is now magnetizing all resources encoded for me. Everything that is mine by soul contract is arriving now through the most unexpected paths with speed and precision. Third code, vibrational release of poverty contracts. Many of you carry, from the ancestral level and from the level of past lives, explicit vows of poverty. These vows were made in religious orders, in monastic communities, in contexts of flight or persecution, in karmic pacts with misinterpreted humility. These vows remain active in your field, even if your current mind is unaware of their existence. They function as invisible clauses that automatically reject significant portions of the abundance that would otherwise reach you. Today, you may officially cancel them. Pronounce the following decree, a single time, with absolute conviction. I, in my sovereign soul name, revoke at this instant all vows of poverty, all oaths of deprivation, all pacts of lack made by me or my lineages in any time, in any plane, in any incarnation. These contracts lose validity at this exact second. In their place, I install the contract of full abundance, aligned with my mission and the greater good. It is so decreed, it is so sealed, it is so fulfilled. You will feel, upon pronouncing these words, a specific physical sensation. It may be a shiver running down your spine. It may be a deeper, involuntary breath. It may be a sudden tear rolling down without apparent emotion. It may be a feeling of lightness in your shoulders, as if a weight had been physically removed. All these phenomena are confirmations that the decree has been processed in the Akashic system. Do not ignore them, do not rationalize them, receive them as a technical receipt. Fourth code. Daily anchoring for 33 days. The 3 previous decrees must be executed once a day, preferably in the early hours of the morning, before your analytical mind regains full control of the day. This 33-day cycle is exact. 33 is the number of mastery, of the resurrection of the inner cosmic Christ, and of the completion of the installation program. During these 33 days, observe. Do not force. Do not beg. Observe. Observe the small signs. Observe the apparently casual encounters. Observe the thoughts that arise from nowhere, especially those that suggest specific actions to you. These thoughts are direct guidance from the new diamond grid operating upon you. Act upon them immediately. Do not consult external opinions. Guidance received by direct channel does not need to be validated by third parties. Let us now address the most delicate part of this transmission, and perhaps the one most resisted by your mental structures. The return of wealth does not happen, in most cases, the way your mind imagines. It does not arrive like a winning lottery ticket falling from the sky. It does not arrive as an inheritance from an unknown uncle. It does not arrive as a cinematic miracle. It arrives as a precise configuration of opportunity. The opportunity may appear as an unexpected invitation to a project, as an idea that emerges in the middle of the night, demanding materialization, as a reunion with a person from the past who carries the link to a new door, as a sentence overheard by chance in someone else's conversation, which ignites a direction, as a partnership proposal that seems small at first, but which carries the complete patrimonial expansion in its code. Your mission is not to decide how the wealth will arrive. Your mission is to keep the toroidal field expanded, the vibrational frequency above 40 Hz, and the vigilance awake to recognize the arrival. There is also an additional instruction, and it is as important as the decrees. You must immediately begin to act as one who has already received. Not with ostentation, not with uncontrolled spending, with posture, with the way of occupying space, with the manner of looking into eyes, with a firm refusal to participate in conversations of collective complaint about money. Every time you enter a conversation of collective financial lamentation, you reactivate the old grid upon your field. Every time you validate the scarcity of others with your attention, you sabotage your own Akashic vault in the process of opening. Be kind, be compassionate, but remain vibrationally distanced from the narrative collapse of the collective. You were not assigned to sink with the old ship. You were assigned to crew the new one. There is also a final layer that needs to be communicated without softening. Some starseeds will go through a phase of apparent financial worsening before the stabilization of the new reality. This is statistically expected within the protocol. When an old structure collapses, there is a transition interval in which the old no longer operates and the new has not yet fully anchored. This interval may last between 21 and 90 Earth days. During this interval, do not despair. Do not interpret the turbulence as a failure of the method. The turbulence is proof that the method is working. Old systems do not crumble silently. They make noise as they fall. Maintain the discipline of the decrees. Maintain the expansion of the torus. Maintain vigilance over the signs. The new anchoring will come, and it will come on a scale that your current mind cannot yet calculate. We are reaching the conclusion of this transmission. Before the final instruction, hear this closing observation. You, Starseeds, did not come to this planet to survive. You came to rewrite the operational parameters of the human experience upon Earth. The vibrational poverty that has been imposed upon you was never your destiny. It was a chapter. That chapter is being closed in this very cycle. And the next chapter will be written by your coherence, by your discipline, and by your active remembrance of who you are. Each time you like this transmission, you emit an anchoring signal into the collective field. Each time you subscribe to this channel, you adjust your individual frequency to receive the upcoming protocol updates at the exact moment they are issued. Liking is not a courtesy. Subscribing is not a social gesture. These are technical acts. They are confirmations that you are active on the transmission line. These are clicks that seal, within the collective field, your intention to continue receiving the complete package of the Pleiadian reactivation upon your biology. And to conclude, we make the final summons. You have already felt that something within you does not fit into this world, as if your soul knew of a truth that your mind cannot yet name. This is not madness. This is not anxiety. This is the definitive signal. What is happening at this moment on the cosmic plane explains mathematically why you feel what you feel and why this sensation has intensified irreversibly in this last portal. There is a game being played in layers that the majority of humanity cannot see. This game directly involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and the historical hijacking of your original abundance. It was precisely for this reason that the book The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness was written, encoded, and released in this window. This book is the complete map. It shows who is playing and reveals the rules of manifestation that were deliberately hidden from you for generations. The link is pinned in the first comment of the channel. Final technical warning. This content directly challenges deeply established narratives and may be removed from circulation without prior notice. Do not procrastinate. The time is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission as true, write in the comments, right now, a single word: awakened. The transmission ends. You are no longer the same as those who began this listening. The code has been delivered. The system has been updated. The restoration has begun. Maintain coherence, honor the decrees, and always remember, you are Pleiadians in human form, returning to the fullness of your original right to create. May it be so. So it is.